Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today for our very first episode of What Do You Do? Today we have a special guest. He'll be talking to us about his skateboarding experiences and his skateboarding life. We have Dylan here. Okay, so how old are you?
I'm 22 years old.
Alright, and where are you from?
I'm from Botetourt, Virginia, which is just a little town outside of Roanoke, Virginia, kind of right outside of the Appalachian Mountains, but still in like the central area.
Okay. So tell us, how long have you been skateboarding for?
In all, being kind on the number, I've probably been skateboarding for about 14 years, but I really have only been taking it like seriously as like a professed goal for probably about 5 years.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about like your specialties when it comes to skateboarding.
Well, where I grew up in skating, I grew up in Botetourt, Virginia, which is literally where my house is on a mountain called the Reed Mountain Preserve, and it's literally like a San Francisco downgrade in the middle of a bunch of mountains. So like my biggest flat ground skating I'd had was in my driveway, and other than that, when I would go skate outside, I'd be all down a hill. So eventually with my friends growing up, once we ventured outside of our realm of the area with our cars and stuff, friends would be like, let's go skate this and that, and we'd go to a spot where there'd be something like a rail or a bank or something of the sort, and then there'd be like a long hill afterwards or something with a huge feature, and everyone else is doing something technical that we're like, we can kind of do that, but then we see the really big feature, and like my friends and I, we'd be like, dude, let's go hit this, like let's go do this small thing and bomb that hill, and everyone else is like, what, these dudes are mental, like that's just because that's what we were used to. Everything's every practice becomes easy, as many people know. So like for bombing hills, it looks gnarly, but really it was just a matter of balancing, keeping low to your board, and just like for other people, the technicalities is just a matter of knowing when you flip your board where it's going to land and catching it and stuff like that. For us, the gnarliness was just an adrenaline when we were kids, so when we got older, it became a big deal for us to be able to bomb hills and film it and do fun shit like that. Right.
So, what is like your favorite trick or something that you're really known for?
Well, back home, I probably, if I had like my small group of friends at my park, I have a picture on my Instagram of me doing a trick called a beam plant, and this like my small group of friends, they'd probably know that that's like one of the tricks besides a backside flip on a bank. Is something that I can just, if I'm like injured or anything broken off, but I pull up to a spot and someone's like, hey, do something, I could at least with the slightest of will do that and it not look like completely terrible.
Right.
Yeah. My favorite trick though, I've been doing, and I am just proud of it. It looks good to me, like to the level that like I'm happy when I do it alone, and I'm just like, this trick is awesome. I think it's one of the harder tricks on all levels of skating. It's called a cab flip, and that's where you're riding reverse. You do what's called like a nollie, but it's the nose of your board. So I'm riding reverse, do that with a kick flip, and then I spin a whole 180 degrees.
Wow.
And that's probably one of my favorite tricks to do. But I'm not like, like I said, I'm not like vastly like a known person other than like where our skate scene is.
Yeah.
But for my friends, they would know me for like those tricks probably.
Right. Okay, so what is like your favorite board?
My favorite company, which would be probably my favorite board to ride, would probably be Weekend Skateboards. They actually started here in Southeast Florida, and in the central like Orlando area too.
Right.
And but they started out of here, and for business reasons, obviously, they moved an office out to Hollywood or LA. And they give back. They're great dudes. What they do is awesome. Their videos are awesome. Their skating's amazing. And as humans on and off the board, they're just freaking phenomenal. So people like that are the people that I'd like to hope the friends I ride with like to ride for. So I ride their boards most of the time.
Okay. And then what is your ideal skate shoe?
I love an all-around shoe that is great for, like, just in general. I've always haven't really considered myself, but have just been naturally by nature a jack of all trades, kind of, but mostly being an outdoorsman. So I'm always like, I could go on, like, I've literally remembered over my senior year where I really got big into skating.
Yeah.
It was constantly camp trips, wake up from camp trips, go skate. After skating, go find a breakfast joint. After that, go do homework, and then like, so we were always doing so much different shit, like. And I usually liked wearing like athletic shoes for my arch, but I also liked wearing shoes that had like a lot of grip, a lot of board feel, so not much shoe. So that being said, I really like the court shoes a lot, and I'm a really big fan of New Balance because they're very big outdoorsman, very athletic shoe. If you have, I have a split arch right now, so the extra support in them really help with that. But I always got to give a shout out back to Vans because I've worked for them for years.
Vans.
Yeah, I've worked for Vans for years. They are a family. They've written me letters personally. Like, they are amazing people. If I wouldn't ride for New Balance, it would 100% be Vans.
Right. Okay, and then last question, any sponsors?
Mostly Keep It Rolling back home. They are the homies. Go follow them, support them. We are always producing videos. There's a full video part coming out called 440 with nothing but skateboarders and bikers. That's all we do is, and it's the whole entire clip is going to be nothing but raw street footy. The only time there's any park footage will probably be of me because I never go to the damn streets that often. I'm getting too old. It's all raw footage of the streets and good, like, fun stuff, and they give back, and we try to, and we have merch. We're making more shirts, more stickers, more everything. But yeah, they're the homies. They're always giving me shit, and I'm trying to give back to them. And then other than them, Plus Skate Shop here in Orlando, they don't sponsor me, but they give back to me, and they help me out just as much as I try to help them out because they are awesome. They give back, they hold events. They love everyone that comes in. You can go in, shoot the shit with them, have a coffee, set the board up. They're just human beings, and they are awesome. That's for sure.
All right. Well, so that's all for our interview. Now we're gonna go behind the scenes and see what you do.
All right.
Okay.
So one of the tricks I was talking about that back home my group of friends know me for is called a beam plant, and that's where you scoop the board up and you catch it. The next trick that I don't pull it off on the daily, but it is one of the ones that I like the most, and I think the smallest group of friends I have back at home know me for it. That's called a cab flip, and it's where you do a fakie ollie, like a switch and ollie with a kick flip and a 180 in it. And I'll try to show you how that is right here. One of my other most common tricks that I would do on the daily would probably be it's called a backside no comply 360, and let's see if I can pull it.
Okay, so now after we've seen all these great tricks, Dylan is gonna try and show us, me and my lovely assistant Maya, to do a little skateboarding trick, and we're gonna attempt and probably fall on our butts, so enjoy.
See how this goes.
Great.
Alright, teach y'all a kick turn, because that's just one of the most basic tricks that all of starting off skateboarders can definitely abide and use. Basically for that, with skating, all your control is with your front foot, so like where you go, everything is going to be controlled with your front foot, and then your power is going to be in your back foot.
Okay.
And one thing to think about is both legs are going to be doing two different things at once.
Yeah, sorry.
So, while kick turning, you basically want to
just slightly put power on that back foot and bring this leg up and turn it.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so it's like, okay, I'm left-handed, so like my dominant leg is my left leg. So does it matter which way?
No, so it's called regular for you. Here, you try my board. This has got rubber wheels, and that might be a little harder. So since you are regular, and Adia, you're regular too, I think, yeah. So your left leg's gonna be on here, and you're just gonna put power, just gonna lift it up like this. Yeah, when you practice just doing that.
Okay, hold on.
There you go, now bend your knees. So keep low to the board, because then if by chance you do fall, the lower you are to the ground, the less it hurts.
Okay, alright.
So, yeah. So it's basically doing this in reverse. You're basically going down. It's gonna be over to this.
Okay.
Oh! Hey!
There you go. There you go. So whenever you are pushing, you're gonna be able to go.
Does it
around and
matter
turn.
like which way, like can you like get on the board from either way, or like is there like a front part of the board?
Really, it doesn't matter. For some people, they like riding it reverse, but the bigger part of the board is called the nose, and the smaller part is called the tail.
So this is the tail right here, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at the car, they're so festive.
Yeah, right. Got a Christmas setup over here. Yeah, there you go. So then whenever you want to turn and do anything like that,
Yeah.
skating, it's on the hip. For y'all center of gravity is in the hips, but then when you want to turn and everything, it's just on the shoulders. So you just kind of move like that.
Okay.
Right.
Hey.
That.
Fine, I'm gonna try to do.
Alright guys, thanks for tuning in to our very first episode, and catch us back next time for episode number 2 to find out what do you do.